Proverbs 1:23-27. Repent at my rebuke. Then I will pour out my thoughts to you. I will make known to you my teachings. But since you refuse to listen, when I call and no one pays attention, when I stretch out my hand, since you ignore all my advice and do not accept my rebuke, I in turn will laugh at your disaster. I will mock when calamity overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster sweeps over you like a whirlwind, when distress and trouble overwhelm you. This is a very powerful and sobering passage where wisdom is personified as a woman who is crying out in the streets to be heard, as described in verses 20-22. These verses represent her response when people ignore her call. 1. The final plea, verse 23. This verse is the last chance wisdom offers. It begins with an urgent command: repent at my rebuke, or turn to my correction. The promise is beautiful. If they turn back, she will pour out her spirit and wisdom upon them like water. It shows that God's wisdom is readily available to those who are humble and willing to listen. The rejection, verses 24-25. Wisdom explains why the coming judgment is justified. The people are not described as ignorant, but as willfully rebellious. They refuse, pay no attention, ignore, and do not accept. Their problem is a stubborn heart, not a lack of opportunity. The consequence, verses 26-27. This is the difficult part of the passage. Wisdom says she will laugh and mock when disaster strikes. This is not the cruel laughter of enjoyment, but the laughter of derision and consequence. It is the "I told you so" of an ignored warning. The point is that the calamity is a direct result of their own foolish choices. They chose to ignore the path of wisdom, and now they are facing the natural and inevitable consequences of that choice. The disaster is described with intense imagery, like a storm, sudden and overpowering, like a whirlwind, chaotic and inescapable, distress and trouble, the overwhelming emotional and physical result.